Hello, and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Wednesday, April 9th. Here's what you'll see in this presentation. High pressure is starting to build into eastern Idaho, so expect a warming trend with the wind diminishing, and by Friday we're looking at potentially near record warmth. Next low arrives on Saturday. Rain and snow is expected with this. It will continue through Sunday, and it has the potential to be windy and possibly very windy on Saturday. So here's our satellite image. You can see the high cirrus clouds streaming very quickly across the area. That's the reason for all the strong winds. It's just or evidence of it. Some of that has been reaching the ground the past couple of days. That will continue somewhat today, only not quite as windy as yesterday. So we are looking for it to be windy, which would be 20 to 30 miles an hour with higher gusts, both in the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, and then breezy, which is more on the order of 10 to 20 miles an hour in the South Hills, Southeast Highlands, and Eastern Highlands. Meanwhile, in the Central Idaho Mountains, it should be much calmer than it was yesterday. And then Thursday, Friday is when the high pressure moves in. We're looking for beautiful conditions with temperatures approaching 80 degrees in Pocatello by Friday. So lots of 70s all across for both days in the lower elevations and the heavily populated areas. Then on Saturday, starting in the morning, and actually maybe even some on Friday night, there is a chance of rain and snow showers even down into the lower elevations, and likely in the eastern highlands and in Lemhi County. So the further north you go, the more likely you are to see those rain and snow showers. You can see for the higher elevations in the Central Idaho Mountains, we're pretty much looking for predominant snow showers. That'll continue overnight on Saturday night and into Sunday, and then on Sunday it will start to move out, so just a slight chance for the Snake Plain and the Southeast Highlands, and then the best chance for precipitation on Sunday will be in the Eastern Highlands, and then slight chances in the Lost River, Sawtooth, and Lemhi County area. So some places will start to see it diminish. And then we are looking for it to continue to be windy, again, potentially very windy for the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, and the Southern Hills. So here's a look at the weather map. You can see high pressure starting to dominate, and maybe some leftover showers, both rain and snow, depending on elevation, in and around our area in Lemhi County. And here you can see where it is expected to be here, mostly along the passes going into Montana. Here are the gusts for today. So we do have 25 to 30 miles an hour for portions of the Arco Desert and the National Monument. Elsewhere, though, gusts only to 22, and even the further south you go, it's even weaker. And the high temperature for today, we are looking for middle and upper 60s in the lower elevations, Stanley at 55. And during the overnight hours, you can see still getting below freezing in the Central Idaho Mountains and in the Island Park area, but most other places will be above freezing with 40s expected for much of the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. You can see here high pressure continues to be locked in on Thursday. The winds on Thursday barely eking out 20 mile an hour gusts, and then that allows temperatures to rise strongly. Look at Pocatello, upper 70s, a lot of middle to upper 70s all across the lower elevations. Stanley warms up to 65, so you can see really strong warming between Wednesday and Thursday. And overnight lows a little bit warmer, but not by much, 1 or 2 degrees. Then on Friday, this is late Friday night, is when this all starts to move back in. So again, we won't be seeing any of this during the day. It ought to be a very warm day with just some increasing clouds maybe in the late afternoon. Once again, you can see Pocatello again 79 degrees, so it's approaching 80. 80 degrees down here in Burley and Oakley, 81. Stanley, a little bit cooler with that cloud cover hitting them first at 63. And then overnight lows staying pretty mild, although Stanley's still getting below freezing. and even upwards in the Galena area at freezing. But you can see very mild in Island Park. They're actually staying above freezing all across that area. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number down here in the bottom center, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.